Let's take a closer look at William Hogarth's The Marriage Contract. At first glance, the scene seems bustling, almost lively, but when you focus on the young bride sitting at the center, the atmosphere shifts dramatically. She's the only woman in the room, and yet her presence feels muted, overshadowed by the men around her. Her face tells an entire story. Her expression is one of resignation, perhaps sadness, and certainly a lack of enthusiasm. You can't help but wonder what's going through her mind as she sits amidst this cold transaction. To her left is the groom, slouched and arrogant, paying no attention to his bride. Instead, he's admiring himself, as if the whole purpose of this marriage is to serve his vanity and social climb. There's a dog at his feet, scratching itself, almost as if to mock his nonchalant attitude. The groom's disinterest is palpable. It's clear he's more invested in the dowry and the alliance than the woman sitting beside him. On the opposite side of the table, the bride's father is deep into the paperwork, treating the marriage as if it were a business contract. And in a way it is. The focus is on wealth, status, and family legacy. The groom's father, seated in his extravagant robe, proudly points to his family tree as if that alone justifies the arrangement. His gesture isn't subtle. He's flaunting the supposed superiority of his lineage, making it clear that this union is about power, not love. The room itself is full of details that add layers to the story. Paintings on the wall depict grandiose battles and mythological scenes, contrasting sharply with the grim reality of the scene unfolding below. Even the small dogs in the foreground seem to be a commentary, one lying passively, reflecting the bride's defeat, and the other scratching, reflecting the groom's self-absorption. This painting isn't just a depiction of a marriage agreement, it's a scathing critique of arranged marriages in 18th century England. Hogarth uses humor, satire, and an almost theatrical composition to highlight the emptiness of these unions, where personal emotions are secondary to financial and social gain. The bride is the silent centerpiece, a symbol of how women were often voiceless in such arrangements, their futures decided by fathers and husbands with little regard for their own desires or happiness. It's a haunting, powerful moment captured in oil,